has an AL East matchup. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set. And today's starting pitcher, Kevin Gausman.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one. Little Tony on that fastball is going to have to get it going a little quicker, get that front foot down.
Center field. Varsho after it. He's got it. And there's one away. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup.
Right fielder,
It features a great veteran presence, Bernie Williams.
Yeah, Boog, this lineup is setting up the pins for him right now, and he's just smashing them. Driving runs in at a high rate over the last couple of series, and it just seems like he's enjoying every opportunity he gets in a big spot. Not everybody likes to be on the big stage in those big moments, but right now he does. Those pressure moments almost seem to be what he's thriving off of, so we'll see if any of that comes up in this one.
Brings it in, and there are two down.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Babe
Two
Ruth.
down, base is empty. Babe Ruth stepping in now for the Yankees. Went deep in the ball game last night. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Two out, space is empty. This one in the air. Bichette. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Yankees nothing. Blue Jays coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And now for the Jays, Shawn Green. Swings through that one out in front that time. Ford, a former Cy Young Award winner, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with two strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Slides for the stop. It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting second.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays.
Bichette.
Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Shawn Green.
Well, he's in pretty good company right now on that AL leaderboard for home runs. Top 5 for the guy, and he's one of the better home run hitters in the league this year. You don't see him missing too many pitches, and when he gets the one that he wants, he doesn't miss it. It goes a long way.
Bo Bichette in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Outside with a breaking ball. One out, base is empty. Next pitch is downstairs. In there at the knees. And there's ball four.
Nope. Ball four.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally
Batting
prepared,
third.
knowing that if it's
First
not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Fouled off. He was late. And that one fouled off. Bichette over at first with one away. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Next pitch misses inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Man at first, one away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The 2-2. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Garrett makes the catch for the out. That's out number 2. Jose Bautista will hit next. 0 for 6 in the series so far. Outfield playing straight up now. And that misses. And it's 1-0. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Just missed.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
2 outs.
That's ball 3.
Carlos Delgado waiting to hit for Toronto. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
And the batter now, Carlos Delgado. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
0-1.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Yeah, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. New inning getting started. And here's the first baseman, Lou Gehrig. Gausman back to work. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Gausman, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Hit in the air, center field. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Batting 5th, left fielder, Mickey
Here's the veteran
Mantle.
outfielder, Mickey Mantle. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. First pitch, and he just misses.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. That'll fire up the dugout. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 1-0.
Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
At the plate, Jorge Posada. And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. It's for average power, the ability to field the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. And he grounds one back up the middle. Bichette whips it to first. That's it out.
Batting 7th, third baseman, George Brett.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the veteran third baseman, George Brett.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Under the Mendoza line so far this month.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the second. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. In the air to left center, Santander moving under this one. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the inning, Anthony Santander at the plate.
Left fielder, Anthony Santander.
There's a strike.
0-1.
Called strike right there.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
That misses. 1-2 to count. And that skips in the dirt. Pitch misses there. And now it's 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Payoff pitch. That one ripped. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around first and hustling for second, and he's got a leadoff double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it stays fair. Around from second is the tying run. And it's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pitch was away, so he definitely pulled off it there. Not what you want to do with the pitch in that location, really, but he was able to guide it into the outfield for the knock.
And the batter now, Davis Schneider. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 1 on, nobody out, a run in, bottom half of inning number 2.
0-1.
Just missed. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch and break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Dalton Varsho in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Kirk leads off first with one away. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even at 1. And a swing and a miss there.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
On the ground. There's one.
He's out.
To Gehrig in time. That's an inning-ending double play. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. All even at 1 apiece. Major League Baseball is on the show. On to the 3rd inning. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Jose Ramirez. Ramirez, an all-star a season ago, 32 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a foul out of play. Next offering is in for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he didn't want to throw that pitch again.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. Got him. Nice play.
Batting ninth, shortstop Derek Jeter.
So digging in, Derek Jeter. 2 for 7 in the series so far. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Struck him out looking.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Now at the plate, Tony Gwynn. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Tied up here in the early going. Fastball in for a strike, and a count 1-1.
1 strike.
Ground ball left side, and that squirts through, and that extends the inning. And up next for New York, Bernie Williams. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and he can't come up with it. Gwynn makes the turn at second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw, but it's offline. It's 2-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Now a chance for Babe Ruth. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Ball to strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best.
Laser could be trouble coming home. He'll score.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's a big power threat. Lou Gehrig 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. There's a swing and a drive. And that's got extra bases written all over it. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now here is Mickey Mantle. He's already homered in this game. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Man at second. Outside. Ball one. Right side, hard hit. Fires over to Guerrero. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. That's off the inside corner. Ball one. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1-1.
And he deals. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And there's a ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. When you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Bichette, the next to hit, takes ball one. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, no strikes.
Line drive, base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting, first baseman
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 0 for 1 as he popped out foul to first. And that one way outside. And that's ball one. On the ground to the left. Here's Ramirez for one to Gehrig in time. That's an inning-ending double play. No runs. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Posada.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Stays alive. Ball one there. Ground ball up the middle. Sends it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman George Brett.
George Brett digs in now. Fly to left his first time. That misses the zone. 1-0.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Yankees up by 3. Guerrero the toss to first. Brett out on the play.
Now batting, second baseman
Here's Jose Ramirez. That one misses, and that is ball one. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Gets the call, and the count 1-1. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Yanks held. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Number 19.
Way high with that one. And it's 1-0.
Well, these Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
He swings and fouls one off. Pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So up next for Toronto, Carlos Delgado. Strike one.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And that's in there at the knees.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Oh, that slider down and away.
Now
it's just kind of a slow death.
fielder.
2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Santander stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And another ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 3-0. The Yankees leading by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Outside, and it's ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Kirk stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next pitch off the plate, and it's 2-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
In the air, center field. Gwynn makes the catch, and that's the 3rd out. Blue Jays held in check, and they trail it 4-1. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers.
Derek Jeter.
Gosman back to work. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. Blue Jays bullpen with some action. Amir Garrett, the left-hander, up and throwing. Bernardino also getting ready. And that misses. 2-1.
2-1.
In the air, right field. Green on the move. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, center fielder Tony Gwynn.
So the lineup flips over. And stepping in for the Yankees, Tony Gwynn. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And the 0-2.
Inside ball.
That one the other way. Fires over to Guerrero. Now 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Bernie Williams. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. High fly ball out to left field. Santander under it. Brings it in. And that is that. So they make short work of them there. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Blue Jays 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And there's a foul ball.
Well, these Blue Jays need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. 1 away on a drop, 3rd strike.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. He hit into a double play his first time up. There's a strike. Action in the pen down there. Emmanuel Clase up and throwing. Wagner getting cranked up as well. Pulls that one foul. Hard hit right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Sean Green now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
They say you win.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss and a slider.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So the inning is still alive with Bo Bichette coming to the dish.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hitting pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now snap throw to first. Green back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Bichette in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
In time to Gehrig, and that is the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. 5 innings complete. The Yankees 4 and the Blue Jays 1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Amir Garrett.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Ruth stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Not close with that one. And the count 1-2. Line to left. And a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
Really stayed true on that swing. It wasn't an easy pitch. Lefty on lefty. Pitch was a little down, a little bit away, but he committed to it. And his shoulders stayed square to the plate. Didn't try to pull off that ball at all. And that's why it jumped off the bat.
Garrett up for the 3rd time and takes ball 1. Garrett, a tall lefty. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a 2-seamer. And the 1-0. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Lead runner touches second, headed for 3rd. Headed for the plate. Relay throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they lead by 4.
Comes through with the RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jump. All over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Not even close there. And that's ball 1. Movement in the Yankees pen. Hunter Gaddis, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Pitch is in there. And the count even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No outs. Runner on second. And that one fouled off. Man at second. Swings and misses. And there's one down.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on plane with that pitch. It's breaking down and in, and you've got to find a way to match the plane. And if it's nasty like that one, bite at the end, most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
Posada in the box again. Takes a strike.
0-1's the count.
Garrett leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that's a base hit coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Now batting, 3rd baseman,
Man at first, George Brett, the next to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Lifted in the air, right field. Green gets under it. And there's 2 down. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Breaking ball through there for a strike. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're the top half of the 6th. Strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And 1-2. That one missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a chopper out to short. They take the force out. 3rd out. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. Yankees 6 and the Blue Jays 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
First baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And there's a strike. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Outfield playing straight up now. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And he held up. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And misses inside. Good job to fight that one off. Comes a 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's
Now
going to
batting,
sit on him for
number
a little
19.
while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Whitey Ford gives way, and he exits with a nice lead. Threw the ball well, and we'll have a new pitcher when we new pitcher on here, Hunter Gaddis.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Bautista in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Ryan Walker, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Wagner also throwing, and that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. The Yanks leading by 5 here in the bottom of the 6th. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
And now, Carlos Delgado. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Just missed.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one fouled off. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail it 6-1. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Chris Bassett. He last pitched 2 days ago. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Derek Jeter. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Here's a high chopper, and it goes just foul. Line drive, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And here is Tony Gwynn. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Jeter aboard here at first with nobody out. That clips the zone, and now it's even 1-1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw to second. He's safe. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swung on, looped into center. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder
Bernie Williams will hit next. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. The throw in. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And it's now a 6-run lead. Now up as the Yankees DH, Babe Ruth. And that one is inside ball 1. Just missed.
Inside ball 2.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
That's down and in. That one pushed to the left and foul. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. Lou Gehrig stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch misses. Runners are at the corners, one away. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that one missing low.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
And there's the automatic. First and third, one down. And they're all loaded up.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting, left fielder, Mickey
So bases
Mantle.
all loaded up. And next for New York, Mickey Mantle. He's already homered here in this one. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Over to Bichette, and that's all they'll get.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher Jorge Posada.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. That's it for Chris Bassett, and the line not closed on him yet. As he's
Pitching,
Max Scherzer on the pitch here.
Number
And
31.
with the big deficit on the scoreboard,
Max
he almost has to just
Scherzer.
put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. That's a little bit low.
I got one ball, one strike.
Just missed.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
And that's too high. Two aboard, two outs. And that is out of play. Two on, two outs. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Santander snags it, and that'll do it. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singing, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim. time against the Angels, and I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment, but when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all. And everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Hunter Gaddis out of the game, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the pitcher for the Yankees, Ryan Walker.
Number 74.
Should be a good first matchup right
Ryan
here.
Walker.
He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Kirk, batting with one down, takes a strike. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was, I mean, it was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
One down, base is empty. That one off the mark, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
And Captain Kirk goes down on strikes.
Up next for the Blue Jays,
2 outs, base is empty.
second baseman,
And next for Toronto, Davis Schneider. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Just off the inside edge. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hard hit left side. Gets it to first, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Back now in Toronto for the top of the 8th, and stepping in for the Yankees, George Brett. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And he pumps it a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Scherzer deals. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Ramirez in the box with one away as he takes ball one. The Yankees up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 8th. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Slider misses outside.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. Close, but called a ball. 1-0. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Swing and a ground ball. Dives, and he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Tony Gwynn. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Fastball is outside.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Ramirez at second. Jeter at first. One gone. 2 balls, no strikes to count. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. They're waving Ramirez home. He will score, and it's an RBI single, and it's an 8-run lead.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Stepping in, Bernie Williams. Fought off foul. Two on, one out. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they now lead by 9.
Now batting, the designated
now
hitter,
it's the DH, Babe Ruth.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach to go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Base hit, and a run comes in. Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Max Scherzer is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching.
So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Brennan Bernardino.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
First and second, one out. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
One out. Runners at first and second. Ground ball could be 2. On to second, they get 1. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 11 and the Blue Jays 1. Ready for the bottom of the 8th.
Leading off for the
Dalton
Jays,
Varsho.
center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Stephen Kwan. He's out in left field getting. Moves there as he enters. The game on defense now. Also into the ball game, Jackson Merrill. He'll be patrolling center field.
A defensive change for the Yankees. Now playing center field.
Walker back to work. And it's fouled away.
Merrill.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Throws him with the heater at the knees. Now it's the right fielder, Sean Green. 1 for 3. On the ground to first, and he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
2 down, bases empty. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Merrill makes the catch, inning over. We go to the ninth, and stepping in for the Yankees, Stephen Kwan. Base hit center field.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Posada.
So up next, Jorge Posada. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Bernardino, in his 3rd season, he features a sinker, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. On the ground, could be 2. 1 at second. Out to Guerrero, and they turn 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for New York, George Brett. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-1. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Yanks held in check, but they're on autopilot, leading 11-1.
Now pitching for New York.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Michael King.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Ripped to short. Handles, throws to first, and Guerrero is set down.
Now batting,
really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jose Bautista. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball one. Base is empty, one away here in the last half of inning number 9. This one in the air, center field. Merrill settles under this one. He's got it, and there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. And now the DH, Carlos Delgado. And that's in for a strike. On the ground. And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Foul ball, still 0-2. This could end it. And foul ball. Two outs. Line drive. Reaches but can't haul it in. So digging in, Anthony Santander. And the first pitch misses for ball one. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game, and the Yankees take this one in a blowout.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well. We saw some outstanding plays, great performances all the way around. Just 1 run allowed. They never gave the other side a chance.
An 11-1 final for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding